Hi guys, this is part 16 of After the Accident. It's the day after Easter, and I just went out on my first little road trip after the accident a few days ago. I left on Thursday night. Today's Monday. I left on Thursday evening or Thursday night. I went first to Charleston. I really wasn't pleased. I missed my turn to go to Monk's Corner, and then I ended up in going down to Myrtle Beach a couple days. I went down to Myrtle Beach. I really wasn't pleased with that either. I just wasn't. Anyway, so I'm still out on my little road trip. I've got a few more days before I'll be scheduled to go in for an MRI. I don't know exactly what day that's going to be, but I know it's going to be probably a few more days. Anyway, so again, this is the day after Easter. I'm out on my first road trip after the accident. It has been almost 4 weeks on Wednesday. And, anyway, I decided, I'm going to go out. I had to, as I said in another video, I pushed myself to go out on this trip. I kind of felt like I need to get back out. I wanted to get back out there. I wanted to, get away from the house, get away from my ex-husband for a few days. Anyway, so right now I'm going to keep this kind of short. I was using another app, which I really like, the Camera 365 app, but it froze up on me, and I prefer it, but anyway, it froze up, so I just said, I'll just use my camera video. Anyway, I've stopped. I got a phone call, so I had to pull over, and I'm in here. I'm in a little shopping center with a Food Lion, and I'm going to head down to Food Lion and see what I can find to eat. It is very nice today. It's sunny. It's very warm. I am up near Rockingham, North Carolina. Anyway, I got a little bit of some things I got to take care of. Anyway, I'm gonna hopefully I'll find some things to take pictures of today. If not, then I guess this video is kind of about nothing, because I'm really not doing anything today. I did pick up a few days ago, I picked up some paint, some touch-up paint, which I'm going to do on this car. I will, I guess I'll do a video of that a little bit later and show you guys. Anyway, for now, I'm going to get off of here, and I'm going to go into Food Lion and hopefully find myself something to eat, and maybe I find some other things to take pictures of, and I will touch base with you a little bit later. Hey guys, this video is not going to be great. I got my glasses on. Anyway, I pull up in here to this pilot station, and there's this poor little starving kitty. I'm going to show you the little kitty. This is the little starving cat. He came running right up to my car begging for food. I keep tuna pouches in my car, so I fed him a pouch of tomato basil, which I don't like so much. And then I fed him this little pouch of smoked salmon. And I've got some more pouches back there. If he's still begging, I might give him one more plain tuna pouch. But the poor little thing, he ran right up to my car, and he's absolutely starving. That is just, it's so pitiful. I just, this kind of thing just breaks my heart that, he's a stray, and he seems friendly enough though, so I don't know if someone just set him out, or he's just, I don't know, or he's just so hungry that he's so starving he's running up to people. Anyway, it's like I said, as soon as I pull my car in, he came right up to my car. I backed out, got back in my space, because I don't know, I'm really particular. I'm always not getting in my spaces good. Anyway, so here he is. He's finishing up. I've got to move that pouch. I couldn't get all the salmon off of the pouch, so I just laid it down for him and to let him lick it. But as soon as he's done, I'm going to put that in my trash bag in my car. And he's still, he's just looking around for, I guess, whatever morsel he can find. I'm going to wait, and if he comes back up to my car again, I will give him another pouch of tuna. Like I said, he's just a kitten. I don't know how old he is. He's probably only about 5 months. He looks to be maybe only about 5 months old. Maybe 6 months old. He's a beautiful little cat. Well, I think he's still looking for something else to eat, so I'll be back with you guys a little bit later. Hi guys, I'm here at the at a pilot truck stop. I think I'm still in North Carolina. I think I might be in South Carolina. I'm not sure. Anyway, I pulled in here, and as I showed you in the last video, I pulled in here, and immediately this little black and white kitten came running up to my car, just literally begging. Like I said, I backed up, pulled back in, straightened my car out, and he just would not move. He was just starving. And I keep tuna in my car, tuna pouches, you know, because I eat a lot. I don't eat a lot of them, but I do eat them. Anyway, I put out 4 pouches of tuna. I had 2 zingers. Of course, he won't eat the zingers if he can get out of it. But anyway, I put the zingers out anyway because I'm not going to eat them. And my ex-husband gave me some zingers, and I don't really want them. Anyway, so I put those out. I wasn't sure if he wanted anything else to eat or not. I don't know. I didn't know. So I put a 5th pouch of tuna out, and I think he didn't come back to eat that. I think he's full now after 4 pouches of tuna. Anyway, so I put, oh, my nose is running. Anyway, I put the 4 pouches of tuna out. I put the 2 zingers. If he doesn't eat the tuna or the last pouch of tuna or the zingers, I know he won't. He probably will come back in the middle of the night and eat the tuna. The zingers probably not, but something will eat it. Anyway, someone will walk their dog and the dog will somebody's dog will eat it. It doesn't matter. I don't really care. Anyway, luckily I keep about 7 days worth of tuna pouches in my car in case I'm somewhere, and I get hungry and I just want to stop and have a little snack. So anyway, I did that, pulled in. I just feel so sorry for the kitten. I didn't have to feed him. I could have just said, screw it. But I have tuna in my car, and I thought, you know what, I'm not gonna do that. And I could have stopped after 1 tuna pouch or even 2, but I decided, you know what, he just kept coming up to my car after each pouch. The first pouch, that wasn't even enough, near enough to fit, to do anything. So he come out back to my car after the first pouch, and then the second pouch, and the third pouch. Finally, on the 4th pouch, he was like, oh, okay, and he ate. And then I didn't know, so I put the 5th pouch out. And I figured, okay, well, if he doesn't eat it, that's fine. He'll probably eat it later. If not, something else will eat it. I don't really, I don't care. I really don't. But it's there if he wants it. Anyway, this is the day after Easter. I didn't really get anything done. I don't want to say I didn't get anything done. I'm away from the house. I'm away from my ex-husband. So, I'm trying to, I guess, decompress, de-stress before I go to my next thing, which will be getting my MRI, which I really don't look forward to. There's a few things I've got, I still need to do. I'm going to get my MRI. I'm probably I'll end up going to physical therapy. Let's see. I need to go back to the doctor. It's probably about time for me to go back and get my cholesterol tested. It's usually always good, but, I don't know. So it's time, I don't know about an A1C. I had my A1C tested, the last time. An A1C is for diabetes. Because I'd had some issues with my sugar being a little high. But when they did my A1C, it was really good. It was 5.2. But I had been eating really, really, really strict and, not drinking or eating any sugar. I was eating a lot of plain Greek yogurt.
you know, to help level out because I noticed plain Greek yogurt helped to level out my sugar. If I eat something that was a little sweet, it would level it out. And I noticed that because I was testing regularly. So anyway, I know I need to go back. I'm going to get my cholesterol, and I want to maybe get my A1C tested again, just to be safe, because the last time I was eating really, really, really strict, and I'm not eating strict like that anymore. I'm not having any symptoms, and I'm not testing either. In fact, I don't have my tester. So the last time my tester's at my ex-boyfriend's, the last time I used it, the battery was dying in it, and I don't have it, and I'm not going to buy another one. So, because I've got that one, I can put a new battery in it when I get it. Anyway, so when I go back to the doctor, I will see if they will test my A1C so that I can get, you know, maybe a little better read. Excuse me. A little better read on, what's going on, because since I'm not eating strict like I was, you know, sugar wise, I am drinking some drinks that have sugar in them. And, you know, and before when I tested with my tester, it did affect me a little, some, not a lot, but some. And so I would like to get it tested again without that, you know, without that you know, really strict diet, you know, strict low sugar diet in place. That way I'll have a better idea of what my A1C looks like. Because if it isn't, you know, optimal, which is below 5.7, then I'll know that I need to make change. I'll know I definitely need to make some changes. So I definitely need to do that anyway. So MRI, physical therapy, I need to go back, I need to go to a chiropractor, and I know that. I just want to get the MRI done first, go get my cholesterol tested, hopefully the A1C. After that, I need to go, probably maybe go to the dentist, you know, maybe get some dental work. I don't have any issues really. I just need cleaning, but I know that I do have a problem with sensitive teeth. I use sensitive toothpaste and stuff that helps, but I definitely need to go and, you know, get that seen, you know, just see, but definitely get a cleaning, you know, definitely get a cleaning and, you know, go from there on that. I, like everybody, you know, I don't want to go to the dentist, but anyway, I also have teeth grinding, and some nights I'm using I have a dental guard, and some nights I'm using the guard, and some nights I'm not, and I try to remember. I mean, I can go, if I wear it for like a week or two, and then I go for a few nights and don't use it, I'm okay. But if I go for more than a few nights without using the dental guard, then I start grinding my teeth, and that's really bad. That's bad for the enamel. And I have sensitive teeth, so I know that I probably do have some enamel, you know, some issues maybe where the enamel's wearing down. Age, you know. I just started a new beauty routine, and I'm going to go over that in another video. I'm going to talk about that. I kind of let my beauty routine go. I wash my face, I do all that, I do what I'm supposed to, but I kind of got out of the habit of I was just using sunscreen, and I kind of got out of the habit of using the sunscreen, but I wasn't using the moisturizer like I need to, so, and I was looking at my skin, and I'm not really liking what I see, but anyway, you know, it's wintertime too, so dry skin anyways, so, I'm gonna go over that in another video, kind of, you know, show everybody what I'm doing as far as a beauty routine now, because you know, I'm doing something different now. I'm using sunscreen, but I'm using a moisturizer with sunscreen, and I'm also using something else too underneath. So it's a little different than what I used to do. I need to get back into a good habit of doing that. There's a couple other things I want to do too, which I haven't. Oh God, I don't know why my head's itching, but anyways, a couple other things I know that I want to, also I want to start, and I've intended on doing that way back when I was in my focus. I gotten the stuff, but I hadn't gotten it started. I wanted to start a routine of putting baking soda, you know, making baking soda into a paste, and doing that in addition to my fluoride toothpaste and doing that because that makes my teeth feel really, really good, really clean. Anyway, so anyway, this is the day after Easter. I really didn't get a whole lot done. I don't want to say didn't get a whole lot done. I didn't get a lot of exploration done. I took pictures yesterday at some old classic cars, but I got nothing done today. I really didn't. So I just wasn't, I don't know. I just wasn't, I don't know. I drove, but I drove and then I was driving down the road, and I was going to maybe, I just didn't see anything to take pictures of. Usually I do, but I didn't map anything today. When at the first of the year, when I started out the first of the year of 2021, I was mapping lakes and rivers and boat ramps, that kind of thing, to take pictures and stuff. And along the way, I would usually find some old houses or, old abandoned places to take pictures of. And so that's what I did. But I haven't been doing that. I've just kind of gotten, like I said, this is my first weekend out. I chose Easter weekend. I did not realize it was Easter weekend, or I probably wouldn't have chosen it. But anyway, I chose it. I decided to get out, get away from the house, get away from my ex-husband, kind of decompress, de-stress, give myself a few days of exploration, a few days on the road before I have to go back and start, my next everything else, because I've got my MRI. I've got that to do, physical therapy, more doctor's appointments. As a matter of fact, the urinary tract infection, I'm about finished with the antibiotics I'm on now, and it doesn't seem like, kind of seems like it still might be burning, so I'm going to have to see about that, and then maybe go back to the doctor. I still got my truck. It's still in the shop. I got to deal with that. Let's see. There's some other stuff I got to do. On the 2006 Ford Taurus that was in the shop for 8 months, and they can't figure out what's wrong with it. My plan on that is to take the battery out, take it to Advance Auto, have them charge it, put it back in the car, and see if by any chance I can get the car started. At least I'll have some idea. Maybe I can drive it, see what it's doing, if I can get it started. If I can't, then I've got to go to my next step, and I don't know what that next step is going to be. Right now, I kind of feel like I'm between a rock and a hard place of basically the car. Like I said, it's a 2006, so it is older, but it only has about 130,000. I feel sick to my stomach that they can't fix it, and I feel like, and I'm sick to my stomach with the idea that I'm just I may end up having to send the car to the scrapyard. Overall, it's not a bad car. I had more issues with it than I did my other Taurus, or definitely way more than my Focus, because the car had been has been wrecked. It was in a major accident, and it was probably over 50% of its value. So it did have a lot of, had to have a lot of repairs. And then it was in 2 more accidents after that. And it was after the rear end hit, which really didn't do that much damage to the bumper, just a little bit. And that seemed to be when I might have started having some electrical issues. But anyway, at least I think, I'm not 100%. But anyway, right now, I'm kind of upset over that too. I lost my Ford Focus. It all happened at the same time. I basically went and got the Taurus out of the dealership. They told me they couldn't fix it. I'm at that place where I'm like, okay, I can't do anything but take it to the scrapyard, and I feel like that's just not right. That's just not right for a car that's, it's a 2006. Yeah, it's 15 years old, but that's not that old. And I realize it's a Ford and everybody makes fun and all that. But anyways, I still feel sick to my stomach with the thought that I'm going to have to take it to the scrapyard. Because I've been to a lot of places in that car too. In fact, I drove that car to California too. So, and I'm not sure that I would ever want to, even if I can, if by some chance I can get it fixed, I'm not sure that I would ever want to take it back out on the highway and really drive it. But, just around town probably. But at least not until the pandemic. Hi guys, I'm back. My phone cut me off. It died. I didn't realize it was below 5%. Anyway, thankfully it saved the last video, so I'm glad about that. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up. As I was saying about the Ford Taurus, I'm not sure that I would be comfortable driving it out on the highway or taking it, you know, very far because of all the problems I've had, and because I did have a problem with it dying in the road with me last year when I was in Tennessee. So I'm not sure that I would be comfortable driving it like that, but it's a viable vehicle if I can get it fixed. It's definitely viable to drive around town. Definitely. It's definitely good for that. You know, if I have to take the one I'm in now in for service or maintenance, and, you know, and it has to go in for a couple days, the Taurus will definitely work for that if I can get it fixed. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to get my truck fixed as well, because I have some ideas on the truck, and I think I talked about this before, maybe putting a canopy on it, but I haven't gotten to that point yet, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. When I do, I will, you know, I'll keep everyone up to date. But anyway, as far as the Taurus goes, I wouldn't be comfortable, definitely wouldn't be comfortable driving it out on the highway any length of, you know, any distance from my house, or my boat rather, on the Outer Banks, or in the other area where mine and my ex-husband's house is. When the pandemic is all over and there's no more issues with AAA and riding with the drivers and all that, if there's a breakdown, then yeah, I would be okay with driving it up to 100 miles or a couple hundred miles away from home. I would be okay with that, because pre-pandemic there was no issue. In fact, my first Ford Taurus, that was the 2001, I routinely drove it quite a ways from home, but when it got to be really, really high miles, I would only drive it, you know, a couple hundred miles away from home, you know, and I would do my work or whatever. If I wanted to travel, go visit, I just went no more than a couple of hours away from home. And that worked okay. You know, I never had an issue. I never had a breakdown. You know, I drove it from North Carolina all the way to Minnesota, and with like over 200,000 miles, and I had no issues at all. In fact, most of the issues I had, they were just little itty small. I was thinking about that today, just small things that didn't really amount to anything. But as far as this Taurus, I don't know what's going to happen. Right now, I kind of feel like I'm going to end up having to send it to the scrap yard, and I'm really upset over that, and I'm hoping not. I lost my Ford Focus. My Ford Focus is totaled. I had just found out right before that they said they couldn't fix the Taurus, and I mean, it's just like, it's been coming in spades. It's like, I lost the Taurus, basically. They're telling me they can't fix it, so I'm kind of thinking I may have to send it to a scrap yard. So anyway, but the next step, like I said, I'm going to try to put a battery in it and go from there, and then I'm going to have to decide whether I want to take it to another shop and see what they can do. I mean, because the car did run before. And when I went to pick it up, it's not running at all, and the battery can't even be jumped. So clearly there's something else going on now that wasn't there before. I mean, something. I mean, you know, because it was running before, now it's not running at all. So anyway, I definitely would not be, its age, I wouldn't be comfortable taking it that far from home, but it would definitely make a good backup vehicle. It was a very good riding car. In fact, it rides really, really well. It rides good. It handles good. It's a good running car, as long as it's running top notch. I did have issues. I did have more issues with it than I did some of my other cars, I think, because it had been wrecked. But anyway, I don't want to go on a long tangent of that. I just want to kind of update. I haven't gotten to the battery issue with the Taurus. I haven't dealt with that yet. In fact, I have to deal with my truck. I have to deal with my medical issues, and then that'll kind of be together, and I have to deal with my truck before I ever deal with the car. So it's kind of just one step at a time. And right now, like I said, this is part 16 of after the accident. I'm getting ready to kind of just wrap wrap this whole series up, because I think I've done about it. I've done about as much as I'm gonna do, because it took me a lot longer to pull everything together than I thought it would. I mean, getting another car, you know, going to the doctor, getting another car, getting the car fixed up the way I wanted it, you know, getting everything organized, and I had to reorganize everything. It was just a lot, you know, a lot. Excuse me, I'm shaking the phone. Anyway, it's just a lot, and I was dragging, you know. I feel like I'm just dragging, and I'm still kind of dragging. I'm still not, you know, I'm definitely not 100%. I mean, I'm definitely not. And of course I do have pain. That's another issue. I'm having the numbness in my hands and arm, you know, and stuff. So that's another issue. But anyway, and hopefully that'll get dealt with after they do the MRI and figure out what the next step is. Physical therapy, I hope. Anyway, I know I want to go to a chiropractor. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up. I'm hoping that today wasn't very productive, and I'm getting ready to wrap this series up, you know, and you know, get to the next step, and then I'll keep everyone updated, because I kind of want to go to the next thing that I'm concentrating on, which is kind of walking down memory lane. You know, I know that maybe that sounds stupid, but for me, I want to do that. I want to kind of go back and, you know, and just, you know, show everybody some of the places I visited. Granted, I didn't do video back then, but I'd like to show, you know, some of the places I've been. But anyway, I'm hoping tomorrow will be maybe a little more productive. Maybe I find some pictures to take or someplace, video. Maybe I should, you know, find out what's in the area, you know, lakes, boat ramps, places to visit. So, you know, because I haven't really done that. I've kind of just got in a car and just went with it. And that hasn't been very productive. I haven't found anything to take pictures of, really. I haven't, you know, and that's not usually me. I mean, when I was in my focus, I guess you could say I was more focused. I would just get in the little car and drive down the road, and I just find all kinds of stuff. But I haven't this time, you know, and it was very, very crowded being Easter weekend. So, and I was really antsy and really kind of going slow and worried, you know, because you know, I am fearful that I'm going to get into another accident. And I've been in other accidents, and it's kind of, maybe that's normal. I guess it's normal. Anyway, I don't know. It's normal for me, I think. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. It is getting late. I'm at the pilot. I'm stopped for the night. And I'm going to go into the pilot station, and I'm going to give you something to drink. I'm going to come back out to the car, maybe watch a little TV. There's one more episode of Tell Me Your Secrets, which I've been binge watching. And binge watching too much because I've been going to sleep too late. Anyway, it's warmer tonight. It was way warmer today. It's been a really nice day. Matter of fact, I'm going to need to get some flip-flops, but I checked Walmart and I didn't find any the other day, so got to do that. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up. I'm going in here, find me something to drink, whatever. If I want something to eat, I got some crackers. I got a few snacks, you know, so I don't have to buy anything. Anyway, I'm going to end this video for now. I hope everyone has a good night, good day. Thank you for, if you're watching, thank you for watching. And, you know, hopefully tomorrow will be a little more, the next video, hopefully it'll be a little more productive. Maybe I'll find some stuff to take pictures of, or places to visit, or whatever. Anyway, until next time, God bless.